Before I proceed with the plumbing, I need to give 2 shout outs. First goes to Barry D. Treasure, who answered me within minutes of me posting a question I had. He has great reselling content, he's got sarcasm, he's a ball buster, he's kind of like a male version of me. If you're not following him, I highly suggest you do. Second goes to Winnie Designs, who also responded. Honestly, I just started following this guy within the last month, and I am so happy that I did. If you're not an expert and you'd like to tackle DIY projects, but you're just not fully there, this guy has content that will give you great tips and facts. So as a disclaimer, I've never worked with PVC, ever. Purchased this bad boy, 25 bucks, goes up to 2 inches. And for all you Snap-on, Mac, DeWalt guys, okay, I get it. But I am, just as the name states, a DIY girl. I don't do this for a living. To start, I'm going to take the highest point on the floor and mark where I think the top of the elbow will rest. And once you cut, you cut. So I'm actually going to play it safe and go a little bit higher because I can always take more off. Like I said, I've never done this. I don't know what to expect. I'm just leaving room for error. I don't know what to really expect here. I've never used this tool. I kind of figured finally out how it worked, and it's tough. Like, I have little hands, and I had a little bit of a hard time at first until I figured out a little trick. I don't know if this is a trick I invented or it's a trick that everybody knows about, but I realized once I got it in and it penetrated, it was going to be very difficult for me to just squeeze all the way through. So what I did is I just kind of turned it and manipulated it and then would crank it tighter and then like kind of turn it and just keep on doing that. Kind of use the leverage of the blade in the tool and the little strength that I had and just kind of made it work. Once I got that off, I inserted the elbow to make sure I didn't go too low. I didn't. I do have room there in case it's still too high. And it's too high. As you can see, it's higher than the piece coming up from above, and that's a no-no because of a little thing called gravity. After trimming it down to the right size, I moved on to the primer and cement. I've never used this product or anything like it, and the worst part of it was opening it. I literally could not open this. I tried everything. I even Googled to see how to open it, and you would not believe all of the videos and instructions because this apparently is a common issue. When joining 2 pieces of PVC, you need to apply the purple, which is the primer, and I had no idea it was this runny. And then I proceeded to make a mess when I applied it to this second piece. Now I know not to use so much. I didn't realize that that little wand held so much liquid in it. Once I was done with that, I moved on to the cement part and applied it right over the purple on both pieces. After that was applied, I put them together, did a little twist, and then just held for about 30 seconds. And from there, I became obsessed with all of the purple primer on the pipes. I could never explain to you how much this bothers me. It irritates me to a level that is incomprehensible. And I knew if I didn't find a way to remove it, that every time I opened my cupboard doors and saw those drips, it would make me angry. After trying a couple of methods, ding ding ding, I found the winner, Mr. Razor Blade. Do things like this drive you crazy? I don't know, for me it just looks like I did a sloppy job, I didn't care, and that's just not how I want my work to appear. Let's see how much space I gained. So from the pipe into the front of the cupboard where the floor will sit is about 14 inches. And where it sat before, right there is where it would have gone straight up, was only 6 inches. That 8 inches I gained was well worth my investment in both time and money. Now that the PVC is done, I can really have some fun. The next series is going to involve this cabinet and my custom makeover regarding storage and how I'm going to hide those pipes.